conceptual and theoretical frameworks, and the review of the literature. First, let's go back and look at all the stuff you can find in the introductory section of an article. You will find the research problem. You will find the research purpose and objectives. You will find the research questions or hypotheses. Also, you'll find the conceptual or theoretical framework and the review of the literature. Let's look at this another way. What is it that still needs to be researched? That's the knowledge gap, also known as the research problem. Specifically, what will be researched in this study? That's the purpose, or the research question, or the hypothesis. What have other researchers and scholars said about the subject? That you're going to find in the review of the literature. And what concepts are identified by past researchers and are important in this article, and how are they arranged? That's the conceptual framework, the arrangement, the interrelationship. Literature reviews and frameworks are a synthesis of what is currently known or believed about a topic, or the research question or the problem. They are often separated into a conceptual or theoretical framework and a literature review. So what's the difference between the two? A literature identifies the key concepts and discusses what is known about them, but it doesn't necessarily talk about how each concept is related to each other or how they affect each other. The conceptual framework is based on theory. It may have some research support, but it is the belief by the author of how all the concepts are hanging together, how they are related and interacting. It is the basis of the research that's being done. It's the theoretical basis of the article. The literature review says what is important in this research. It identifies and talks about the concepts. The conceptual framework says how the concepts interrelate. They talk about how one concept may facilitate another, or interfere with another, or cause another, etc. Now, these are two different conceptual frameworks that I pulled off the web. They come in many different styles and formats. Sometimes you'll see a picture of them like this. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll just see the words, how people describe the interrelationship. Research is often known as hypothesis or theory testing. Theories are abstract. They're how the concepts hang together. They're what is believed. They can be used to describe or explain or predict. Good research supports or refutes theory. Okay, let's talk a specific example of theory testing. In the 1970s, the theory of mother-infant bonding said that if no physical contact happened soon after birth, bonding was permanently impaired. It had to happen within that magical, critical time. At that time, mothers who were delivered by cesarean were routinely separated from their infants. Does that mean that they would never bond well with their babies? Well, nurses who were there on the front line said, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this theory. It doesn't hang together. Nursing research has refuted much of this original bonding theory, and the theory's been reworked. Now, concepts are more abstract than theories. They describe a phenomenon such as caring. What is caring? That's pretty abstract, right? Watson and Swanson are two theorists. They're moving to move that concept into the realm of theory, to make it a little bit more concrete. Now, the review of the literature should contain research findings. They are the empirical basis of the article. The empirical, that means the scientific basis for this article. Frameworks and literature reviews should be logically organized and understandable. They must be presented in a way that you can understand why the researcher believes what he or she believes. Even if you don't agree, you need to be able to understand how that researcher came to that belief.